Right. So first of all, tell us about you. What brought you here and whatever you're comfortable sharing. What was it like growing up? Tell us more.
Okay. So my name is Yolanda Whitmore, and I grew up in Detroit, Michigan. I attended Glazier Elementary, Glazer. It's funny the things you remember.
Yeah.
Longfellow Middle School, Cass Technical High School. Then I went to Michigan State University where I earned my bachelor's degree in accounting. I said to my audit professor, I will never in my life be an auditor. They don't know anything and they're a bunch of boring people. And then I became an auditor. So right now I'm the chief audit executive here in the Office of Internal Audit at Wayne State University, where I also earned my MBA with the concentration in management. So now you know about the professional me.
Lovely. Thank you. And moving into our confidence arena, tell us what confidence means to you. How would you define it in your own words?
I'm going to say that confidence is really believing in yourself, maybe having positive thoughts about who and what you are, and not allowing society to define and or shape you. I'm very big on the mirror. I have a mirror on my desk. Uh, and so I really think that confidence is being able to look in the mirror and embrace who and what you see, as well as say, I need to make some adjustments. Let me make those adjustments. That's what I think it is. It's your self-assurance and self-love, and most importantly, trusting yourself.
Beautiful. Would you say that you've grown up a confident person?
I was not confident. Maybe middle school. So, I have this bang here. It's the reason I wear a bang with every hairstyle. Only maybe twice in my 19 years at Wayne State have I not had a bang. Okay. And I was very uncomfortable. So when I was a child, I got teased because I wore glasses and they were big glasses. I got teased because of this big forehead here that I'm not ashamed to show now, but I'm going to cover it back up. And I also got teased because I was smart. And then I got teased because with some people thought that because I spoke proper, I was not black enough, or I shouldn't say that, African American enough to be politically correct. And so it all impacted my confidence as a woman, and as I was growing up. I didn't think that I was pretty enough, or that I was smart enough in some cases. Some of my friends would get invited to parties and, hey, I didn't get the invite. Or if we walked by a group of guys, I would put my head down because I didn't want them to see me. I believed that I was ugly. And I remember, in high school, we do the senior pictures. And this guy had a crush on. He said, let me look at your pictures, Whitmore. And I said, oh, no. And he snatched the book from me. And when he opened it, he said, wow, you're so beautiful without those glasses. This is what's behind the glasses. And I said, he called me beautiful. And my mom would always tell me, you're cute, you're beautiful. And I would tell her, you're supposed to say that. You gave birth to me. But I didn't realize how, as a child, all of that impacted my confidence level. So when I went to college, I don't know what happened when I went to college, but I turned into this social butterfly who all of a sudden was in the mirror looking at myself like, hey, I look good. I was telling myself I look good. I'm putting on my lipstick and my little eyeliner. But I started to have more belief in who I was.
At what point in your life do you feel like you've had that sort of inner validation?
I remember when I was younger, and it was before I was 30. I do remember looking at myself and saying, I was questioning why I was doing certain things. So maybe it was a moment where I was looking at my intent on my journey. And what I realized was that I was always trying to please people. I was not happy with myself. I didn't have time for me, and I wasn't doing the things that I liked. That was my light bulb moment. I'm going to say that that light bulb moment was, hey, this is your life, and you can live this life like you want. The only person that you can be is you. And if you don't embrace and accept you and do the things that make you happy, you're going to be unhappy.
That's really, really cool. What are some, and you mentioned affirmations, for example, along the way. What were sort of other concrete things that you've adopted that you've perhaps made your habit, or maybe sometimes these are a, sort of a one-time kind of thing, but what were those key elements that helped you build that confidence throughout that period?
I'm going to say it's always like reality.
Yeah,
I'm a firm believer in self-assessment, self-awareness, self-everything,
yeah.
self-love, self-trust, self-confidence. So a lot of times if I find that my confidence level like is going doo, 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 I say, let's get it back.
Yeah.
And I might go I might go downtown here in Detroit. We have the River Walk.
Yeah.
And I'll go there and I seek peace where I can be with myself and I can just assess, where I'm at in life. Or, if I had one of those days where I'm like, oh my gosh, I feel like I was attacked. I didn't do this right, where I'm doing that negative talk.
Yeah.
I'll stop it right in the moment and say, okay, let's let the negative talk come to the table. And I listen to the negative talk, and then I tell the negative talk, thank you. I don't agree with you. It's time for you to leave. Get out my head. Some other things that I do actually is speak with those who have my best interest at heart. So like my mom, my best friend. And when my dad was here, I miss my dad. I would always, if I was having a really not so great day, I would send my dad like this long email, like, oh, and I don't think I can do this. I just don't think. And he would send me back a one-liner that says, can't is not in your vocabulary.
How would you summarize what confidence, what difference does it make to your life?
I'm going to say mainly confidence helps me to embrace challenges. It helps me to embrace change. And more importantly, it helps me to embrace Eulonda.
Yeah.
It helps me to know who I am. My confidence level, my confidence, it also helps me, more importantly, to help others to see that they can go beyond their potential if they just take time to have a little belief in themselves as well as trust. Because a lot of times, we don't trust ourselves. We don't trust that we can do something. A lot of times we might second guess ourselves. And sometimes you don't have to do that. No one is perfect.
I have two more questions. First one is really to anybody who might be in that beginning stage of confidence building. What would be your recommendation to them to get started on building that confidence, that believe in themselves?
Well, the first thing I'm going to say for the people that I mentor, I always ask them. Now, look, I'm about to close my eyes. I always ask them to close their eyes.
Yeah.
And then I ask them to imagine, what do you want to look like? What would that look like for you? If you had to create a new you, what would that be? And then I have them write it down. And from there, I tell them your goals are to work on getting there.